Hi folks, Captain Tom Hall coming at you again from what until a few minutes ago was sunny Southern California, but the marine layer has rolled in and it's gotten a little bit hazy here. Today I'm in Marina del Rey and I want to show you this very nice 2024 Dufour 37. This is a new boat. It has not been sold or documented, so it has a full warranty with it, and the new owner will be the first to register or document this vessel. It's a 2-cabin, 1-head layout. It's very spacious. I'm really impressed with a lot of things about this boat. So I'm going to do a quick walk around, walk on deck, and walk through the interior and try to point out some of the features of this boat. And as you know, you can reach out to me for this boat or any of a number of pre-owned boats. So without any further delay, let's get right into this 2024 Dufour 37. As always, thanks again for watching and have a great day. This is the 2024 Dufour 37 that is available in Marina del Rey. These boats are, these hulls are, and decks are resin infused vacuum bagged, and they use a closed cell foam in the hull from the waterline up to the gunnel, and then the decks also have a foam coring in them. Other than in high load areas like where you have winches and jammers and stuff like that, those are solid glass, as is the bottom of the boat. So I like the design on the hull that they did, that relief area. It looks really nice. Nice looking transom. These are fold up seats here. That tailgate drops down to give you a really nice swim platform. I love the swim ladder. I'm going to try to remember to show you that. I think it's a pretty clever design. Real nice looking boat. They've gone with a full length chine, and you might be able to see here from this angle, it's a pretty pronounced chine up toward the bow. So the boat's going to sit on that chine when you sail. The bow's going to stay up, so the boat's going to stay drier on deck. This is what a lot of the modern hull designs are starting to incorporate, the hard chine and a much more buoyant bow. You can probably see it here in the video, but the bow plumps right out, right from the entry. So it's not like the older boats where you had a real fine entry that tends to punch into waves. These modern designs really tend to keep the bow up quite a bit more. So the boat doesn't slow down when it hits waves. It stays drier. It's more comfortable in general. As you can see, this boat has a classic slab reef main with a fully battened mainsail. You can also see on deck, and we'll get a better view here in a minute, of the traveler that's here in case you want to set up a self-tacking jib on here. This boat does come with the furling 110% Genoa. Bimini and Dodger are both collapsible, which I really love. If it's a nice day, I like to put the Bimini and Dodger away and have the cockpit open like a race boat. It really just opens things up. So I've opened the tailgate so that it's real easy to access the boat from the transom. You can see that I've got the seat folded up here. Got a drop down step there. Nice and spacious. One of the cool things that Dufour is doing is they're doing this plancha grill, griddle style grill with a sink up here. This is a pretty neat feature. Keeps things clean. It's easy to clean this after you've been cooking. I like this. I do a lot of cooking, and so I like this sort of thing. Sorry about the jiggling there. I needed both hands. This is life raft storage here. Dedicated life raft storage, which is nice. And that's not going to hold water. Water's going to flush back out of there. What I wanted to show you on this swim ladder is, of course, the swim ladder folds down into the water, but they give you these handrails to grab when you're climbing up out of the water. Makes it a lot easier to get out of the water after you've been swimming. I'm going to fold this up. This particular boat has a huge storage spot here that can be utilized for a generator if you really want to, although, you know, these days most people are going to solar and maybe lithium batteries. This is great storage down here, so I like that quite a bit. Again, I need two hands, sorry about that on the video. Step back around here. This is also a propane storage there. Very easy step up into the cockpit. I find it really cool that they're using dashboard helm pedestals here. And these things are super solid. And that thing's not even flexing. So excellent handhold, very sturdy. Makes it very easy to work with the chart plotter, autopilot. This is our engine controls here. Throttles down to the side. Multifunction display, another chart plotter. You can reach the primary winches for the jib sheets very easily. It's a big cockpit. I mean, it's got a phenomenal amount of space in here. You can certainly stretch out on these. I haven't measured these benches, but they're quite long. Nice cockpit table with fold-up leaves, storage under here, a couple of cup holders here, some more storage. It's really nicely laid out. From here, you can also see that all of the main halyard, the outhaul, the vang, all this stuff, that's the halyard there. It's all covered, right? So not only does that look nice, but it keeps more of those lines out of the UV. So that can be helpful. I mentioned that this Dodger will fold down. That's a nice feature. Let's walk up on deck. So you can see the way that they've got this set up. It's pretty easy to step up and out of this cockpit. Step right on deck. Got nice wide side decks for a boat this size. I like the black anodized aluminum handrails. I think those look pretty cool. Another thing I noticed as I walked forward is, even though this is really, you know, only a 35-foot boat, the way that this this lower shroud is, it's pretty easy to get through here. You're not having to do a lot of gymnastics to get through there. Nice big open foredeck up here, electric windlass with foot switches, and there is access from inside to get in there if you need to do anything with the chain. You can see that this jib is on a nice flat line furler. This boat is also equipped with a code 0. I love that. That's a great way to equip the boat. I mentioned from the dock that we do have a self-tacker track in case you want to get a self-tacking jib and set it up on here. Continuous line main sheet. Just a very nice flow to this boat. And even though Dufour doesn't have a what we refer to as a walk-around side deck, the way that this is set up, it's actually quite easy to get in and out of the cockpit and get up on deck. And we'll head below on the 2024 Dufour 37. Very easy ingress. It's only 4 steps down. You've got a handrail to starboard, so it's very easy to get in and out. And as you can see, when you're down here, it's nice and bright and very spacious. They do a really good job of bringing natural light into the boat. We've got, of course, side windows on the cabin, fixed port lights there on the deck, and then immediately above me is an opening deck hatch, nice sized deck hatch. Actually, it's quite large. And then to both starboard and to port, you'll see that we've got, sorry about that, we've got these inset opening ports here on the port side and over on the starboard side above the galley. Nice galley in this boat. We've got a two burner stove here and oven. Nice cabinets, plenty of storage. This is for a microwave to be installed. Refrigeration is a top load, nice deep with a big bin there. Double sink. Nice flow to it. This table has got some cutlery storage there, inset storage here, and bottle storage here. Both of these leaves obviously will pop up to make this a nice big table for plenty of people. Noticing that both of these sofas are very long and wide enough to sleep on. So these are going to be good spots for extra guests when you need more sleeping space. Panel is over here to starboard. This boat's equipped with all B&G stuff, including a remote VHF to carry up to the helm, Fusion stereo, lots of cabinets here, great storage here, and both of these, lots of storage. This is a huge storage space here, and then also below there we've got a nice drawer. So great storage space here. I'm going to move around to the aft cabin, which is to, or I'm sorry, the aft head, which is to starboard. It is a wet head, but it's a pretty decent size. You could probably rig up a curtain here to keep the head dry when you're showering. This is access to the garage space, which is also accessible through the cockpit. That's the Code Zero sail there. And you can see the cockpit cushions. Really nice quality on the cockpit cushions. And this is an electric flush toilet. All right, we're going to move forward into the forward cabin. I like that they have the double door arrangement here. It really opens up the forward cabin. You can see it's a nice size bed in here. Reading lamps forward. Nice indirect lighting on either side. Nice storage areas on both sides. And hanging lockers, or sorry, shelves on this side. And then that's port side. And now moving over to the starboard side. Pretty sure we're going to find a hanging locker here. Yeah. There you go. I think they've done a really nice job with where their opening hatches are and the size that they use. These are larger opening hatches, and lots of these nice fixed port lights to let light in. So they're doing a good job over at Dufour. This boat feels much bigger than what's really 35 feet. They call it a 37, but it's actually a 35-foot hull length, approximately. Moving into the aft cabin. Got hanging locker over to port. And then you can see what a nice big bed this is back here. This is a huge bed. There's an opening port light here, which goes out to the cockpit. Some storage back on the transom. Battery switches are in here. And last but not least, the Volvo Penta 30 horse. So that's the upgrade engine side. And this is a Volvo sail drive as well. So very smooth operation. Very little prop walk in reverse. And the thing's really, they've come a long way with the sail drives. They're really nice now. They work beautifully. So there you have it, folks. 2024 Dufour 37. That is available for sale in Marina del Rey. So if you've got any questions, please reach out to me, and I'd be glad to help you in any way. And don't forget, I can help you with any used boats on the market. So get in touch, and let's find your next boat. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.